32 years ago today, Jerry Seinfeld was on The Tonight Show, hosted then by Jay Leno, and it's great when two old friends are talking on television. He was supposed to be promoting the season premiere of Seinfeld, but they got trapped into talking about Jerry's failed engagement and him moving out of a neighborhood that you can let him describe it, because I don't know if he would say this stuff on TV now. He probably would. But this is classic Jerry Seinfeld, Jay Leno banter from 32 years ago today. Recorded off a Buffalo, New York television broadcast. Me in a hotel with my babies. My Sony EVS1. Daddy loves you.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my first guest. Besides being a good buddy of mine, he's a star of his very own Emmy Award-winning sitcom. He won for Best Writing this year, which is just great. The show is modestly called Seinfeld. What are the odds of having a show called Seinfeld and then finding a guy named Jerry Seinfeld to star in it? It's unbelievable. It's going into its fourth hit season right here in NBC, rather. Premieres tomorrow night. Please welcome Jerry Seinfeld, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what that is, Jay? That is the sound of prime time.
Really?
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, yeah, it sounds a little bit like that. About 500 people? Yeah.
This is my first time here on your show.
I know, this makes me laugh. It's like when we were kids and we would watch Johnny and Newhart.
Yeah.
And we go, oh, they're friends. That must be, come on.
They look like they really know each other.
That's right. Right. Now, I'm reading the tabloids. One of Hollywood's most eligible bachelors.
The question is, how rigid are these eligibility requirements? I'm a man, and I'm not married. I think I'm eligible.
Yeah, right.
You know, I mean, I'm like a fifth-year senior at this point. I mean, it's like, I was eligible for quite a while, but, well, you know, I remember I was engaged one time.
Yeah, I remember when you were engaged.
Yes, but I didn't get married, but,
no,
you know,
it cost me a ton of dough.
Yeah, well, we had planned.
This is unbelievable. He said, I had the job. It was the biggest job I'd ever had up to that point. I'll tell you how much it was. It was $8,000. I was supposed to go to Atlanta and do this concert for something. That's still the biggest job. It is the biggest job. It's $8,000. I said, this is unbelievable. It's in 3 months. It's on this date. I called you to tell you about it. He calls me back 2 weeks. I'm getting married. I met this girl. What day? May 8th. I said, you idiot. That's the date of my date.
Was that really the date?
Yes, that was the date, you idiot, because you owe me $8,000. So I said, Jerry, can't you move it? Can't you move it? He goes, no, I can't move it. I said, do you love this girl? Are you really going to get married? Yes. You sure? Yes, I'm getting married. Are you sure? All right, I call the guy up. I can't do it. He goes, well, I can't move the date. I said, all right, give it to somebody else. I got to go to Seinfeld's wedding. 3 days before the wedding. Jay, the wedding's off.
There was never any girl, ever. I just didn't want him to make that much money.
Oh, boy, I almost killed...
Being engaged, I wasn't comfortable being... The word engaged is a scary word.
It's a scary word?
It sounds like huge gears just chunking in, you know. It's just like the first hill of the roller coaster. Click, 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 you know. But I'm happy not being married. To me, the key with women is flowers. Once you understand the women and flowers... See, flowers is what enables men to have relationships with women. If there were no flowers... I think Earth would be men and lesbians. Really, that would be it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
Oh, it's true. That's why the flower store is not really set up right for what men need. You should be able to walk in, you tell them what you did wrong, and they give you the flowers for that. And you just move right through the back. You know, the your career is important too bouquet. You know, all right, your brother's not an idiot basket. You know, things that Because if a guy has flowers, he's just the star of that block. You know, when he's walking down the street holding flowers, you know, you don't want to go near that guy if you're with a woman, because the woman will always go, see? That's what I'm saying. He could have a severed head in the other hand. It doesn't matter. But if he's carrying flowers, he's the star of that street.
You know, it's funny. I went to the market last night about 1 in the morning, and I go in, and they have this at all the markets now. Maybe you've seen this. Like right at the checkout, where you go in, there's like TV Guide and Tic Tacs. There's like 3 batches of the cruddiest chewed up flowers just stuck in there. So guys just go, oh, and you just grab one.
Yeah, well, they sell them by the side of the highway. There were guys like standing on highways just with bouquets going, hey, this is what she wants.
So you're meeting a lot more women these days now?
Well, I've tried. You know, in Hollywood, you have a lot of the plastic women.
Plastic women?
A lot of plastic surgery. I had a...
plastic surgery.
Plastic surgery.
Oh, I see.
Plastic women. And I know a woman that had a nose job, which, you know, the technical term for a nose job is rhinoplasty. Rhino. Do we really need to insult the person at this particular moment of their lives? I mean, they know they have a big nose. That's why they're coming in. Do they really need the abuse of being compared to a rhino? I mean, when you go in for a hair transplant, they don't go, well, Mr. Johnson, we're going to perform a cue-ballectomy on you now. We're going to attempt to reduce the skinheadia of your, the chromodomus. I hope I'm not throwing... The chromodomus. I hope I'm not throwing too many technical terms.
All right, let me take a break here. We will come back. We'll find out a little bit more about the show. When chromodomus, ladies and gentlemen, right back at Jerry Seinfeld.
The Tonight Show with Jay and Jerry will return in a moment.
Welcome back. We're talking with Jerry Seinfeld, star of Seinfeld.
Star of Seinfeld. I don't think they heard you say that.
Yeah, I said it loud enough.
All right.
So you're moving into a new house. You're moving out.
Yes, I'm moving. Well, you know, I've lived in West Hollywood for about 10 years, which is a gay area.
Right.
Yes, and I was there for 10 years in a gay area. I was in a gay neighborhood, but I held firm. I did not waver. I stuck with my original convictions.
Really?
Yeah. See, the thing, I always wonder why do men worry that they might be gay? What is homophobia? What causes that feeling? And I think it's because all men know that deep down they have very weak sales resistance. You know what I mean? And we're all wearing clothes that don't fit, our shoes hurt. We're thinking, obviously, I can be talked into just about anything.
Really?
You know what I mean? So we're afraid that we might accidentally walk into like a gay store and the guy just says, just hold this guy's hand, walk around a little bit, see how you feel. You know what I mean? You don't have to buy anything.
Right.
Just... So I'm moving.
I think that's what Quayle was telling people about.
Right.
It's a choice. I said, well, all right, nothing else is available.
Yeah, would you like to see him in a sandal? You know what I mean? That kind of...
So where is the new house? Are you moving
The new house is, but I don't really have anything to move.
Now, is it a regular, are you going to a bisexual area, then a heterosexual area, just staying?
Yes, I'm going to ease my way into, yeah, I don't want to just jump into a cold pool like that. right. But I keep things very,
So what do you have to move?
I don't have anything.
You don't have anything in your house?
No. My ideal living room is like the bridge on the Starship Enterprise. You know what I mean? Just the big chair, the nice screen, and the remote control. And I think that's why Star Trek was really the ultimate male fantasy show. Just to be in your living room, watching TV, hurtling through space. That's why all the aliens were trying to come over, because Kirk was the only one that had the big screen. So that's why they were trying to get in there. Yeah.
That's right. So you go. So you take a few things in the car, some underwear, some socks, and you move in.
Yeah, it's boxes, though. Is when you're moving, you think boxes. You think only about... You walk down the street, you just walk into places. Are there boxes here? Have you seen any boxes? You actually can smell them at a certain point. I mean, I would go into places, there's boxes here. Don't tell me you don't have any boxes, damn it, I can smell them! You could be at a funeral and everyone's crying, they're bereaved, and you're looking at the casket going, boy, that's a nice box right there. Look at the handles on that baby. Yeah, I could put a whole stereo right in there. Well, death really is the last big move of your life. You know, the hearse is like the van, and the pallbearers are like your best friends, the only people you could ask to help you with a big move. And And the casket is that one perfect box you've been looking for your whole life. The only problem is once you find it, you're in it.
That's right. That's it.
That's the problem.
Well, see, that's... Well, see, I think that's what I like about the show. See, that's what, you know, the thing that makes me laugh when I watch your show is you and I will discuss some stupid little thing like the tip of an eraser and why it's shaped that way. And I will have this discussion. And I'll see it on the show. I mean, that's what's fun. So many of the other shows talk of, you know, relationships, and that's all fine. I mean, I hope I never hear the word "it sucks" on your show. When I watch all these sitcoms, they always have a child or a grandmother say that word.
Right.
And then last year it was saying the word buns. Everybody said buns. But that's what I like. You do all those little bits of business, like the moving, like that stuff. Now, what is this scene we're going to see from...
This is a scene, now, in the first episode...
monitor up.
I like this piece here.
Yeah,
that really
nice
dresses it up nice.
Plastic.
Yeah.
Now this, the premiere is tomorrow night.
The premiere is tomorrow night. Season premiere, 1 hour show. In this show, NBC becomes interested in me to star in my own series.
Oh, it's a fictitious show.
Yes, which is... So George and I have this meeting at NBC where he tells the NBC executives that the show will be about nothing and it will have no story. And the NBC executives are not too happy to hear this, so the meeting didn't go too well. So we go for coffee after the meeting, after... It was a bad meeting. And then George and I are having coffee.
The premiere of Seinfeld.
I don't want to talk about it.
Alrighty. I mean, I always tease you, but let me congratulate you on it's so hard for me to give you a compliment on the on winning the Emmy for Best Written Show.
Oh, thank you.
I know you also nominated. And the one that killed me is when you were nominated for Best Actor, because you always say, I'm not acting on the show, I'm just playing myself.
Yeah, I can't act. I know I can't act.
But you're up against some pretty good competition.
Yeah, no, it was very exciting. Very honest.
It was good, okay. Let's see, the premiere is tomorrow night, and it's Seinfeld, and it's a 1 hour special, and good job, pal.
Thanks, Jay.
Congratulations.
Next, the music of David Byrne.
Thank you for watching Cleveland Live Music. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, and there's GoFundMe and Patreon information in the video descriptions. Thanks for making the channel grow so much.